Hello friends, it's Tim here from Super Mayhem. Oh! And boy howdy do we have, well, it's some kind of video for you today. I have to admit that my curiosity has got the better of me at this moment, and life has its ups and downs. So naturally I turned to ChatGPT for some answers. And I thought I'd put some Mario spin on it, just so we could all have some fun and chill out with a bit of life advice. Consider it my 2 coins, if you will. So first up, we're going to have a look at what ChatGPT actually had to say about the 7 stages of grief, and it says it's a model that expands on the original 5 stages of grief by Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. These stages help describe the emotional journey people go through when experiencing loss, or life in this case, and not everyone experiences all of these stages, and they don't always happen in order. So first up, we'll have a look at number 1, shock and denial. The initial reaction to loss, feeling numb or in disbelief. This is where the mind protects itself from overwhelming emotions by refusing to accept reality. If we look at it from a Mario point of view, this is usually where you would rage quit. You can't believe that first Goomba got you again. It's only been the millionth time, but far out, that guy is so annoying, I'm gonna put myself into a catatonic state or something, and then I'm gonna put the controller down and walk away. This is a supernatural response to the game because it is frustrating. It is a platformer after all, and where there's ups, there's downs, and you just kinda have to persevere and enjoy the game. So number 2, we have pain and guilt. This is intense sadness and emotional pain set in as reality sinks in. Feelings of guilt may arise, wondering if something could have been done differently. Ah man, if only I got that coin, or if only that Goomba didn't stop me, I would have got to the castle this time. Peach has gotta be there, right? This is a little bit different depending on what game you actually play. But I think we all feel either some pain or guilt for something we've said or didn't do, and it's a pretty natural part of life. So the 3rd stage is anger and bargaining, which ChatGPT describes as frustration and resentment, which may be directed at oneself, others, or even a higher power. Bargaining involves making a what if or if only statements, hoping to reverse or change the situation. So this is a super common one in gaming. Oh man, if only I got that mushroom, I would have totally got to the top of that flagpole. Or you start bargaining. Maybe if player 2 gives me that 1-up or something, maybe I'll get a little bit further this time. This particularly comes into play when you're playing 2-player mode, and one person's on one side of the screen and you're on the other side of the screen, and you're like, ah man, hurry up, I can't get forward or I fall off the screen. Mario games have made this a little bit easier over the years, such as that magic bubble that appears, or just by giving you a free fire flower or a free mushroom to get you started. The 4th step is depression, reflection, and loneliness, which is a period of deep sadness as the full weight of the loss is felt. People may withdraw from others and reflect on memories of what is lost. This, once again, is another classic Super Mario trait, for all the reasons I just listed and more. It's pretty easy to get isolated when you're playing video games, unless you're playing online or with a friend. But even then, it is the human condition to pause and reflect, to kinda deal with the situation. AKA, your mum or dad or someone has probably told you at some point, why aren't you going outside and playing differently? Why are you always on that damn Nintendo? Well, the answer is you probably need to reflect on your decisions in life. Not to say gaming is a bad decision, it's actually a fantastic super fun pastime. But it can lead to some loneliness and self-isolation, which leaves us coming to places like YouTube or Discord or wherever else to find a community where we do fit in. Thankfully, this is followed up by number 5, the upward turn, which is a shift toward acceptance and healing begins. This is the intense emotions of grief that start to lessen and daily life becomes more manageable. This is why scientists recommend that you should always take a break either from the computer or gaming or work or whatever it is that's going on in your life right now. If you're constantly dealing with numbers, figures, challenges, whatever it is, you get overwhelmed. You need to relax, you need to chill out, you need a little bit of mayhem in your life. That's just how it goes. Which leads us to point 6, reconstruction and working through it. Individuals begin rebuilding their lives, finding new routines and coping mechanisms. Problem solving and practical adjustments become more prominent. This is definitely one that happens in gaming for sure. The first time I played Super Mario, I was that frustrated I started scratching my face and doing all kinds of weird things. Granted, it was like 1990 at the time, but that doesn't make a difference. I still hold on to that memory and actually cherish it these days because Mario has been such a great impact on my life. It's helped me through a lot of hard times, it's helped me form a lot of great friendships, and most of all, it's helped me join good friends like you guys who super support my channel and all the work I do.
Hello!
Thank you so much. And finally, step 7 is acceptance and hope. Acceptance doesn't mean forgetting, but rather finding peace with the loss.
Okie
Hope
dokie.
and joy start to return as life moves forward, and a renewed sense of purpose. Once again, video games are a great source of frustration and enjoyment. If you play too much gaming, or especially too much strategy gaming, it can get quite frustrating. But if you take a step back and accept and hope that that is just the game and not that your teammates are always letting you down, it becomes much more enjoyable. And ChatGPT finally states, these stages are a general guide, and grief is highly personal. People may revisit stages or experience them in different ways. This is another classic with gaming, as we all have a moment, I'm sure, in our lives where that bloody bugger in Mario Party knocked you off or something like that when you're on the bouncy balls, or on the swing set, or at school, or in the job, or whatever it is, and it's kind of the straw that breaks the camel's back, as they say. You just kind of lose touch and you just rage quit. You just get that angry, that excited, you can't live with your life anymore. And you never really want to get to this point. You want to take life as it comes. You want to chill out. You want to take it easy. That's not to say you shouldn't work hard and try and be productive, but there's always room for a little bit of Mario Mayhem somewhere in there. Or as I like to call it, Super Mayhem. Anyway, that's it for today, my friends. I thought we'd just cover quickly these 7 stages of grief and basically summarize how it relates to gaming and life in general. Try not to take yourself too seriously, do random acts of kindness, thank your friends and family, and don't forget to just be a good all-round general person. It always helps society, and you can't really lose. So what are your thoughts on gaming? Is it a curse or is it a pleasure? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear them and love to hear your individual stories as well. And as always, thank you so much for your support. Please do leave a like on this video, comment if you think you've got something interesting to say, or even if you don't. And why not give someone else's comment a like? They might just really appreciate it, and might just make their day, and it'll make you feel good as well. That's what we're all about here at The Mayhem. Have some fun, chill out, play some video games. Life is hard enough without work and stress and school and whatever else you're going through. Why not switch off and play a bit of video games? And with all that said, I'll catch you soon, my friends.